Welcome back to StoryChief's SEO Fundamentals for Writers training course. I'm Liam, your content and SEO coach from inkwellcontent.com. In our last few videos, we explored the fundamentals of Google. We learned how the algorithm works, and we learned about some of the most important ranking factor that Google uses to decide what content to serve to its users. In this video, we're going to zoom in on one of the most important and sometimes controversial aspects of SEO, keywords. I'm going to explain exactly what keywords are, and I'm going to show you what to look for when you're hunting for keywords to target with your content. After that, at the end of the video, I'm going to show you a few of the best SEO tools you can start using today to find keywords to target. Okay, let's get started. We'll begin with the basics. What are keywords? Well, at their most basic level, keywords are the words and phrases people type into Google or another search engine when they're looking for something. As we learned, there are billions of Google searches performed each day, and that means there are more than billions of keywords out there. A big part of SEO is doing what's known as keyword research. That's when SEO types like me use special tools to sort through lots and lots of keyword data to find certain phrases and words that might be likely to be typed in by members of our target audience. For example, if I ran a dog grooming service, I might be interested in words like dog brushes and dog grooming services and best haircuts for poodles. Integrating these keywords into your content in the right way could help you start ranking for those keywords on the first page. I'll show you how to work keywords into your content in another video, but first, I want to show you how to find the very best keywords to target with your content. When it comes to finding keywords, there are three important things you should be looking for, no matter what tool you're using: volume, difficulty or competition, and intent. Let's take a look at each one. Volume relates to the number of people searching for a keyword every month. Obviously, the more people searching for a particular keyword, the more likely that keyword is to bring lots of traffic to your website if you're ranking for it on the first page. Looking at those examples from before, we can see that in the US, about 1,000 people each month search for dog brushes and dog grooming services. Unfortunately, grooming for poodles only gets about 30 searches per month, and that's a pretty low volume, so I probably wouldn't want to target that one. The next factor to look at is what's referred to as difficulty or competition. And sometimes you'll see it written as KD, which stands for keyword difficulty. This number tells you how hard it will be to rank for a certain keyword based on how many other websites are ranking for it and how powerful their content is. This is a number typically on a scale from 1 to 100, with 1 being the easiest and anything ranked 100 being the hardest. When you're working with a smaller website that has a lower domain authority, it's probably best to stick to lower competition keywords, 25 or under. As your domain authority grows and you do more SEO work, you'll be able to go for some of those higher competitive keywords. When we're looking at volume and difficulty together, it can be a little bit of a balancing act. Usually the keywords with really high volume also have really high competition. For example, the phrase dog grooming near me has a whopping 413,000 searches per month in the US. But with a difficulty rank of 36, it's going to be pretty hard to rank for that keyword unless you have a very powerful website. But there's a third factor that comes into play when we're doing keyword research, and this one isn't as easy to score with a number. Intent relates to why people are typing a certain keyword into Google, and it's a little harder to discern. Let's take the dog grooming example again. Take a look at these three keywords and think about why someone might be typing one of these searches into Google. Someone who types in dog grooming brushes might be looking to buy one, or they might be a groomer in training, or maybe they're just trying to groom their dog and looking for some guidance. When someone types in best dog grooming brushes, we know a little bit more about what they're looking for. They probably want a ranking of the different brushes on the market with some advice on which one to buy. Now, if someone types in dog grooming services or dog grooming services near me, we know a lot more about what they're looking for. They are specifically looking to book their dog in for a haircut. A search like this has what's known as high intent. There's a clear indication that the user wants to do something specific. When a search term has high intent that's relevant to your business, it might be worth working that keyword into your SEO strategy, even if it has lower volume or higher difficulty. For example, let's imagine that I ran my dog grooming service out of a van. Sounds like fun. Even though the phrase mobile dog grooming services only has 150 searches per month, those 150 searches have really high intent specifically for my business. Because those 150 searchers are likely looking for exactly what I do, I'm probably going to go after that keyword, even if it only means reaching 150 people with that term. To review, when we're hunting for keywords, we're looking for words and phrases that have high volume, indicating that lots of people search for it each month, low difficulty or competition, meaning that it won't be too tricky for us to rank for that keyword if we play our cards right, and clear intent. If the keyword is highly relevant to our business or suggests that the searcher is looking to take a specific action in some way, it's worth going for, even if the volume is lower or the difficulty is higher. Now that you understand what makes a good keyword, how do you go about finding them? Well, that's where your SEO tools will come in handy. SEO tools compile data from search engines, and they allow users to search for keywords around a certain topic. When you enter search terms into the tools, they return data on keywords related to what you entered, including the volume and difficulty, and in some cases, information about the intent as well. It's then up to you to sift through the results looking for opportunities that you would like to target with your content. Keyword research can be time-consuming, especially when you're new to SEO. It's one of the services I offer for my clients, and if you're working for a company, there may already be someone in-house or an agency who's going to give you the keywords that you're going to use for your content. Either way, it's a good idea to have some familiarity with the most popular SEO tools, even if the keywords you're targeting are given to you by someone else. Many people start out with the most basic keyword tool, Google AdWords. This tool is technically meant for people who are using paid Google ads, but the keyword planner can actually help you find some keywords for SEO too. The downsides are that the keyword planner is a little complicated to use, and it doesn't give you as much information as some of the other tools on the market. For SEO professionals like myself, there are two tools that are very popular for finding keywords and doing lots of other SEO related stuff. They're called Ahrefs and SEMrush, and you can probably get a free trial or at least check them out on a lower cost subscription to get started. The data in these tools is really powerful, and both offer comprehensive training guides for new users. I also have some videos on my YouTube channel where I can show you exactly how I use Ahrefs to find keywords for my clients. If you're looking for a cheaper or free option, you can check out Ubersuggest or try a Chrome plugin like Keywords Everywhere. But be wary, these free tools are far less likely to have accurate data, so they might work for beginners, but if you want to get serious about SEO, you'll either need to subscribe to one of the big players or hire someone like me who has a subscription, and they can do the research for you. Okay, that's enough about keywords for now. In the next video, I'm going to show you how you can start working keywords into your content for maximum SEO power. But before I do, I have a couple homework assignments for you. Going forward in this training, you'll most likely want to have some familiarity with the keyword tool so you can practice some of the things I'm going to teach you. So for your homework, after this video, I want you to visit the various keyword tools I've mentioned, watch some of their demo videos, and perhaps sign up for a free trial or use one of the free tools to do your own keyword research. Here are the URLs you should visit to try these out. Use these tools to do a few searches for keywords in your industry or niche, and look for keywords that have high volume, low competition, or high intent. Bring that list back here, and we'll get into how you can start using those keywords to write content that's really supercharged for SEO.